four-time Miss Olympia Jay Cutler. Welcome to my channel, Jay Cutler TV, and make sure to stay in tune with the newest and updated videos. Subscribe below, guys. Thank you so much for following along.
Alright guys, it's my Max 6 and we are back with Sean from FortiFX. Sean, back at the Mecca, man. And you got some fresh blood. It's week night right now in LA. It's a Survivor Series.
That's it.
And you brought some fresh blood who actually is not too unfamiliar with wrestling. Tell me about him.
This is Jeff Murray, aka Jimmy Vegas, former wrestling superstar. He now runs my warehouse. Everything that I own at the end of the day belongs to Jeff Murray. He's got the keys. He owns everything. He makes sure shit gets out, shit gets in. At the end of the day, he owns everything. And this is another video for FortiFX. We just went and did back and buys together out here in the Mecca. And
he tried killing me. He did. I'm
every
hurt.
day.
It's your first time here.
I'm hurt. I'll tell you what, this is crazy. I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
I can't believe you've been wrestling for 18 years. The first time you make it to the Mecca.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That's pretty
We
badass.
came out here to support our buddy Kurt Angle in the Survivor Series in the Monday Night Raw, and we decided to get a workout in here, and we'll meet Kurt on a future episode of the FortiFX episodes here.
I love that you know all those celebrities, Sean. It's very, very cool. So talk to me for a second. I want to rewind for a second. I want to talk about episode 1 because we shot you and Logan training in Vegas with Jay. How did that go? And I mean, we got killer reviews on it, but I wanted to see what your take was on it and the feedback you got.
You know, what's funny is I've been in the industry for 20 years, and I make products for 30 of the biggest brands in the world. I own 2 big brands, and the #1 comment was, "Oh my God, you know Jay Cutler?"
No big
Never
deal.
mind, I'm being involved in this industry.
Oh my God, you know Jay Cutler? Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was funny.
I'm so glad we get this, and I'm glad we got to come and shoot at the Mecca for a second one. So tell me a little bit more. We have some big project, for this series, and we're talking a little bit off camera about it. And I asked you the first video, what's your plan for the series? What you want to do? And at the time, I think I caught you by surprise. You didn't really say, let's just have fun with it. But we talked a little bit, and you have some very cool ideas. So talk a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have you and Jay come to the factory and watch us make some of the protein bars. We'll actually have we'll get you and Jay, and we'll get Mr. Vegas here with his big hands, packing bars in little boxes. It'll be fun as hell. Branch Warren's gonna be putting together a hog shoot for my birthday. So we're gonna be hunting hogs out of a helicopter.
Are you buddy with Branch too? That is awesome.
That's funny. You know Branch Warren? I get that all the time. You know Branch Warren?
He's such a good guy.
You'd be surprised. So I've been in this industry a long time. So we're gonna do some workouts with James Harrison's a good buddy of mine, former Steeler. We've got a lot of really fun stuff planned, and just stay tuned. We've got fun shit coming.
I think it's really cool that you're willing to open your doors into your plant and your warehouse, and to actually show people how this stuff is done. Because everybody's buying supplements, everybody's buying bar. We have no clue where they're coming from, how it's made. It says a lot about you and your character and your company to be able to say, you know what, you want to see how it's done? Let me show you.
On a future episode, we'll have you come down and watch us. We do about 30,000 bars an hour, so we're packing off bars at about 500 bars per minute, and it's pretty fun to watch. It's like Willy Wonka on steroids. And growth hormone and Anavar.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
No, that's hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically.
I'm 50. I'm 50. Come on. Hypothetically speaking. And we're working on a new flavor for FortiFX. I can't tell you what it is, but we'll have you in the lab, and we'll show you my team actually working on the next flavor. And maybe anyone that can figure it out, maybe I'll give them a Porsche or something. I don't know.
We have the breaking news. Jimmy's like, hey, I know what it is.
Do I get a Porsche?
No, you don't count. No, you don't count. You may know what it is.
Jimmy, talk to me a little bit about this collaboration with Sean and how long you guys been.
It's been about 4 years now, a little over 4 years. I was a mailman, and I was bouncing at the time too, and I was breaking up a fight, broke my hand allegedly off somebody's head, and I happened to run into the CFO, which is a good friend of mine, at the doctor. And I just lost my job as a postman.
Worst day of his life.
Worst day of my life.
Worst day of his life. He's got a newborn. He's got a fiance. He's working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And one night on a job decided to break up a fight and broke his hand. Off someone's head. So, allegedly.
Allegedly. So I just happened to see my buddy, the CFO of with Sean here, and said, hey, you need a job. And he said, it's funny, we need someone to work our warehouse. And I said, well, sweet. At that moment, he said, text me later. I got a text probably about 20 minutes later after they set my hand and said, don't worry about the job, you got your job, just come in and meet Sean. So I think I was in there, what, a week later in a cast, and
After 3 days on the job, he did a wrestling match and got a concussion.
I wasn't even supposed to be wrestling.
I'm like, man, this is going to be an interesting. This is going to be interesting having this guy work for
I wanted
us.
to make sure everyone knew that I wasn't drunk on the job. Like anytime I would get up from a computer, I'd stagger.
He seemed loopy as shit.
Yeah.
After 3 days, I'm like, that guy, you sure he's all there? Turns out he had a concussion.
Yeah. So, yeah, moving forward, and it's been 4 years, and it's been great, man. It really has. My dad told me that day, and the doctors obviously said, you know, every cloud has a silver lining, and it went from the worst day of my life to the best day of my life, all in 24 hours. So
what he's done too, part of the story he's going to leave out is all the guys that he's hired now to work for him in the warehouse are all 6'5", 290-pound wrestlers.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of noise coming from the warehouse that doesn't sound like forklifts.
Yeah,
and I don't go back there.
It's a wrestling show.
Yeah, I don't go back.
It's a wrestling show.
With all those
it's like
bars
Fight Club.
manufacturing every day, how big is your staff over there?
We have
I'm
a
curious.
lot of people. There's over, I don't even know.
Do you know, Sean?
Total, we're 300.
Yeah.
Total
Wow.
300. We run 24 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Really?
Yeah. We do about 120 million protein bars a year.
That's unbelievable.
I got 10 in the warehouse, 10 guys in the warehouse. So
Wow.
that went from
And a full-time logistics guy now, too.
logistics guy, yeah.
Who just schedules trucks in and
Yeah.
out.
So it went from me and 2 other guys 4 years ago to 10 guys now. And
That is awesome.
I don't have to get my hands dirty, really. I mean, I do, but
Yeah, but you do.
You
do.
But now you
I
get to
do.
travel with Sean a little bit.
I do.
I saw you at the Olympia. You
yeah.
here
It's
today?
been it's like my bonuses, you know. It's like, hey, we're going. Literally Friday, he's like, hey, I have a bag ready. We're leaving for L.A. I thought he was kidding, but here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
Just a little something we call Monday.
Yeah, a little Monday thing. He said, don't worry about packing too much stuff. We'll just buy it when we get there.
Yeah, whatever we forget, we'll buy.
That is so awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for today.
Thank
Thanks for the
you.
workout,
Appreciate
Sean.
it.
I can't wait for the next episode on this series, man. I think it's going to be off the hook.
Stay tuned. They're going to be awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys.
go. That'll work it. Pull. There you go. All day.